The story begins aboard the human exploration vessel Pioneer's Edge, a mid-sized research ship carrying a crew of 200 humans on humanity's first deep space mission beyond the solar system. Captain Marcus leads the expedition, supported by Chief Engineer Lisa and Security Officer Tom. 3 months into their journey to the Kepler system, the ship suffers a series of mysterious system failures. Life support fluctuates, navigation systems glitch, and the main reactor becomes unstable. The crew initially suspects equipment failure due to the long journey. However, when Engineer Lisa runs deep diagnostics, she discovers something shocking. Microscopic alien devices embedded throughout the ship's critical systems. These tiny sabotage units are slowly destroying the ship from within, designed to cause catastrophic failure far from any help. The revelation comes too late. The sabotage devices activate simultaneously, crippling the ship's engines, communications, and life support. Emergency power kicks in, giving the crew only days before total system collapse. They are stranded in deep space, light years from Earth, with no way to call for help. As panic spreads through the crew, Captain Marcus makes a crucial discovery in the ship's database. The sabotage devices bear the signature of the Vex Empire, a hostile alien race that humanity has never encountered, but whose technology signatures were found in ancient ruins on Mars. The humans realize they are not alone in the galaxy, and something doesn't want tea with the ship dying around them. The human crew faces an impossible choice: wait for death or attempt the unthinkable, completely rebuilding their vessel with limited resources. Chief Engineer Lisa proposes a desperate plan. Instead of trying to repair the sabotaged systems, they will strip the ship down to its basic frame and rebuild it using human ingenuity and salvaged materials. The crew splits into teams: scavengers, builders, and defenders. Meanwhile, long range sensors detect alien ships approaching their position. The Vex have come to witness humanity's destruction and ensure no survivors remain to warn Earth. Captain Marcus realizes the sabotage was not just meant to kill them, it was meant to study human responses to crisis. The Vex ships maintain their distance, observing. Through intercepted communications, the humans learn that the Vex consider them a curious species, worth studying before elimination. This gives the crew a crucial advantage. Time. Engineer Lisa discovers that the sabotage devices, while destructive, contain advanced alien technology. Instead of disposing of them, she begins reverse engineering the components. The alien tech is centuries ahead of human science, but human creativity finds ways to adapt it. The crew works around the clock, cannibalizing non-essential systems to rebuild critical ones. They turn cargo bays into workshops, mess halls into laboratories. Security Officer Tom organizes defense teams, knowing the Vex will eventually move closer. By the end of Part 2, the humans have achieved the impossible. Basic life support is restored, and they have begun integrating alien technology with human systems. The ship is no longer the Pioneer's Edge. It is becoming something entirely new. The Vex observers begin to show signs of concern as human activity increases beyond their calculations. Exploring space. The human crew's rebuilding efforts accelerate as they master the alien technology. Engineer Lisa makes breakthrough after breakthrough, combining Vex sabotage devices with human engineering principles to create hybrid systems far more powerful than either species achieved alone. The ship's new configuration defies conventional design. Humans have no preconceptions about how alien tech should work, allowing them to use it in ways the Vex never imagined. Weapon systems become power generators, communication arrays become sensors, and navigation computers become tactical processors. Captain Marcus coordinates the massive reconstruction while keeping morale high. The crew has transformed from explorers into warriors, united by the common goal of survival and the growing realization that they are creating something Unprecedented. The Vex fleet grows impatient. Their observations show human progress exceeding all projections. Intercepted alien communications reveal confusion and concern among Vex commanders. The word impossible appears frequently in their transmissions. Security Officer Tom discovers that the reconstructed ship's new hybrid systems have an unexpected capability. They can interface directly with Vex technology. The Sabotage devices were meant to be undetectable, but human modifications have turned them into backdoors into Vex networks. This discovery changes everything. The humans begin intercepting Vex battle plans, learning about alien military structure and understanding their enemies' capabilities. They realize the Vex Empire has destroyed dozens of species using similar sabotage tactics. As Part 3 concludes, the ship's transformation nears completion. What was once a simple exploration vessel has become a fusion of human innovation and alien technology. The crew names their new ship Revenge, a promise to the galaxy that humanity will not go quietly into extinction. The Vex fleet begins moving closer, preparing to end their experiment. The Vex attack begins with overwhelming force. Dozens of alien warships surround the reconstructed human vessel, expecting easy victory over a crippled exploration ship. They could not be more wrong. The Revenge unleashes its hybrid weapons systems. For the first time, human tactical thinking combined with advanced alien technology creates devastating effects. Vex shields, designed to stop conventional weapons, prove useless against the unpredictable hybrid attacks. Captain Marcus commands the battle with growing confidence as his crew demonstrates the ship's new capabilities. Engineer Lisa has created weapons that adapt mid-battle, changing frequency and approach to overcome alien defenses. Security Officer Tom coordinates point defense systems that seem to anticipate Vex movements. The aliens' confusion grows as their technological advantage disappears. Human unpredictability, combined with superior Vex hardware, creates combinations no alien species has ever developed. The humans fight in ways the Vex have never encountered. Within hours, half the Vex fleet is destroyed. The surviving alien ships attempt to retreat, but the Revenge has become something they never expected, a hunter. The human ship pursues with speed that shouldn't be possible, using modified Vex engines in ways their creators never intended. The battle becomes a rout. Human victory is not just military, it is psychological. For the first time in their imperial history, the Vex face a species that turned their own technology against them. As the last Vex ship falls, the humans intercept a final transmission. The dying alien commander sends a warning to the Vex Empire. The humans are not like the others. They do not break. They rebuild. They do not surrender. They adapt. Beware. Captain Marcus realizes their fight has just begun. The Vex Empire will not ignore this defeat. Word of the human victory spreads across Vex communication networks. The Empire mobilizes its full military might, sending war fleets from across the galaxy to destroy the single human ship that has become an impossible threat. But the Revenge is no longer just one ship. Captain Marcus and his crew have spent weeks after their first victory continuing to innovate. They have turned their vessel into a mobile factory, using Vex technology to build drone ships, automated weapons platforms, and support vessels. Each new Vex fleet that arrives expecting to face one ship instead encounters a growing human armada. The Revenge has become the flagship of humanity's first space navy, built entirely from captured and modified alien technology. Engineer Lisa has mastered the art of technological hybridization. Every Vex ship destroyed provides components for new human vessels. The alien empire's own technology becomes the foundation of its defeat. The final confrontation comes when the Vex Emperor's personal battle fleet arrives, 1,000 ships carrying the most advanced weapons in alien space. The Empire's ruler comes to personally witness the destruction of the species that dared to resist. The battle is epic in scope. Human ships, each one unique in its combination of species technologies, face off against the standardized might of the Vex Empire. But standardization becomes a weakness when facing human innovation. Captain Marcus leads the charge in the Revenge, now evolved into a vessel that barely resembles its original form. The ship has become a living weapon, adapting to each new threat, learning from every engagement. The Vex Emperor watches in growing horror as his unstoppable armada falls before human ingenuity. In the final moments, as his flagship burns around him, he sends one last message to the galaxy. We tried to stop them with sabotage. We only made them stronger. The story concludes with the Revenge, and its fleet standing victorious among the wreckage of the Vex Empire's greatest armada. Captain Marcus looks out at the stars and realizes humanity's journey into space has taken an unexpected turn. They came as explorers. They were made into weapons. Now they stand as the galaxy's newest superpower, built from the ashes of those who tried to destroy them. The final scene shows the human fleet beginning its journey toward Earth, carrying news of their victory and the technology to defend their home world. Humanity has announced its presence to the galaxy in the most dramatic way possible, by turning their enemies' greatest weapon against them. The sabotage that was meant to end humanity's space age has instead launched them into a galactic empire, built on the simple human principle. When something breaks, you don't give up, you build it back better.